Imagine you're in a big hall where music is filled all around you. Maybe it's the beautiful story of Prokofiev's Romeo and Juliet, where each note is filled with so many different emotions. Or maybe it's the lively, exciting rhythms of Bernstein's West Side Story, bursting with energy and passion. Whatever it is, classical music has long celebrated its greats. But many composers are left in the shadows due to many factors like gender, race, or background. Today, we'll be focusing on Amy Beach, who's a composer that's recently gained recognition due to different initiatives that are trying to spotlight underserved composers. However, our goal today is not just to celebrate her because she's a woman in a male-dominated field, but to critically analyze the reasons behind the lack of recognition she received during her time. And we want to really ask the question to you guys, what societal and cultural factors contributed to her being overlooked? So, this is Amy Beach.
Okay, so Amy Beach was extraordinarily talented for her age. By 1, she could memorize and hum 40 different tunes. And by 3, she taught herself how to read. And by 4, she began to compose her own music.
So, who else was a child prodigy like this? Mozart was actually a child prodigy as well.
So similar to Beach, Mozart was also a child prodigy at a young age. Similar to Beach, he was also able to compose at a young age. And so he was
Okay. On the other hand, Beach's mother, also a musician, supported her talent and faced societal pressures that limited Amy's opportunities. Her parents, especially her dad, prioritized her role as a proper young lady over her musical ambitions, which prevented her from studying abroad and getting the proper training that Mozart has gotten. Mozart and Beach shared similar upbringings, both born into musical families and trained by musician parents. However, gender played a huge role in shaping their paths and the recognition they received. Mozart's fame was amplified by his dad's ability to promote him without any societal constraints, while Beach's opportunities were limited by the expectations placed on women in the 19th century. Despite her talent and being born as a child prodigy, she was expected to conform to societal norms that prioritized her role as a proper lady over a public musical career.
Of course, this difference doesn't diminish Mozart's achievements in any way. He earned every bit of fame and achievement that he received. Although Mozart's story remained iconic, Beach's achievements were equally remarkable, especially her ability to rise above social limitation and become one of the first prominent female composers in America. It showcases her extraordinary talent and resilience. Yet her fame never reached the same heights as Mozart, not because her talent was lesser, but just the world wasn't ready to embrace a woman full of musical talent.
So how many of you guys knew that Mozart has a sister? Okay, one person. Okay, so he does have a sister, and that's who she is. Her name is Maria Anna Mozart. And she was also born as a child prodigy like her brother. And before Mozart even started composing, Maria was already impressing audiences with her skills. But when she turned 18, her dad cut her musical career short because she was a woman and she should get married, while her brother got to continue touring and become famous. And much later, historians found letters that discovered how she also composed music, but none of her works had survived, and now they're forgotten. So stories like Maria's and Amy Beach's show how talented women were held back, not because they weren't good enough, but because of their unfair societal expectations. So is Beach up there with the legends? So this is Rachmaninoff.
Okay, so his rich and emotional melodies, and his grand piano concertos and powerful symphonies. His music, like the Piano Concerto No. 2, Concert on the Keyboard Composition, is full of such dramatic energy and beautiful harmonies that make it a favorite in concert halls around the world. But how many of us actually know Amy Beach?
So this is Amy Beach's Romance and Rachmaninoff's Vocalize, and we're gonna take a listen to this. And now we're gonna listen to Rachmaninoff's Vocalize. So these two pieces, they sound pretty similar. But Beach's Romance was written more than 20 years before Rachmaninoff's, which makes it a piece that came first both in style and structure. With its clear emotions and beautiful melody, her piece Romance shows how Beach helped pave the way for other pieces in the vocal style, where a single flowing melody carries the entire piece. As an American composer, working at a time when romantic music was mostly led by European men, Beach's ability to create such tender and expressive music makes her work even more impressive. She was actually one of the first composers to create a piece in this vocalized style, where the melody alone carries all the emotion without any lyrics. This style later became more iconic in romantic and early modern music. Her approach was very original for her time and showed her skills in creating music. Since she wrote this piece Romance earlier in a similar style, there's a strong case that she deserves just as much recognition that Rachmaninoff's Vocalize has gotten.
So this comparison also shows how cultural biases in classical music have often favored male European composers, especially those with a long musical tradition, over equally talented female and American composers.
So while Rachmaninoff's fame is well deserved, the fact that Beach is less known says more about the barriers of her time than the quality of her music.
Giving more recognition to composers like Beach would help create a more balanced view of music history, one that includes the contribution of composers outside the well-known musical tradition.
So by recognizing Amy Beach today, we celebrate her incredible talent and help shine a light on all the other women in the classical music world who are overlooked just like she was previously, and ensuring their stories